So, welcome to the entrance to the Palace of Depression. In here you can start to see some of the interesting artifacts in the wall, such as these glass pieces like eyeballs, there's an old pulley over there. There's an ornament from a 57 Chevy hood over there. Back over here is the wishing well, which is an actual functioning water well. And George would use the bucket to get water for the house. So right now this is the entrance to the upstairs, but that's not been refinished yet. There's this entrance which was built, and the original entrance is up in the upstairs in the main room. So as we go down this hallway here, we go to the basement, which is the most interesting room in the house. But both corridors up and down, all kinds of things in the wall for you to check out. Old glass bottles, etc. So check the walls out as you walk down the hallway to the basement here. We have all kinds of interesting glass. Right here we have an old cylinder head and a small engine. We have a chair room here. The three-headed man up here. There's a spark plug over here, and a skull, and all kinds of interesting stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to come out.
And you'll notice the temperature drop when we come down here. It goes down rather rapidly. Yep. Level. And once you get like below ground level, everybody has to watch their head here.
Oh, here he is. Interesting. Oh, look how pretty that one is.
Bed when we saw
Fuzzy.
this. Taking my time watching.
No
Where
rush.
I'm going here.
This is nice when it's 95 out.
Yeah, I know. This is why when I lived with my grandparents, I lived in the basement. Down there.
I think there's something
There's some up there.
Okay, here we go. It's all right. Got a couple more coming in.
What's the motorcycle?
This room here is the Golden Nugget Treasure Room. These are kind of, some of the stuff is original collectibles, others are things representative of what George used to like to collect. The small hole in the wall back there was representative of some of the escape tunnels he had built in the house, because George was rather paranoid. He thought the government, Russians, and aliens were after him to steal his money. So he had escape routes built into the house. All these doors, each one is a different style locking mechanism. There's replicas of the originals, like this one is a wrench for a handle. And it just opens up like that to get into, maintain displays and such. And you'll notice in there someone put a set of ruby slippers in the back. Over here, we have George's story room. He would sit and invite his visitors in and come down here and tell them stories. He would sit on his throne there, and underneath that box he used to put a plate, and that he would use that as a bathroom as well.
Oh my.
Yes. And this brick oven in the corner over here is actually a functioning oven. And then down this little corridor here, there's also another fake escape tunnel, so people would try and find him, thought he went out that way when he really didn't. Then over here on this side is the Jersey Devil room. George always said the Jersey Devil was his best friend and would come to visit him often. So in here, there's a fireplace in the corner, and the devil's head above it is made of blue glass with red eyes. So when you light a fire, the eyes will glow red. And down to the end here is one of the actual escape tunnels in the house. I got a flashlight right there. Yeah. So yeah, this goes about 50 feet back and goes uphill, comes outside. Eventually they'll finish it up. There used to be a small rail track in there with little pull cars, so he'd hop in the car and pull the rope and haul himself outside. And like I said, the government, if they were after him for money, Russians, aliens, he kind of lived here until I think 1959. And then he got arrested. So. I love that. They're actually going to tour here at Halloween time, and I'm hoping that I think last year they had it lit up with strobe lights, and people were hiding to scare people. So, just warning you, I may be one of them this year. I love to scare people. Yeah, aren't they? I mean, that's a fantastic. Well, he likes to say. I mean, supposedly. Paranormal New Jersey visited here and set up cameras down here with infrared, and coming down this hallway supposedly were glowing orbs that they filmed, and they could hear a woman's voice in the recordings going hello. This was a few years back, so they were invited here to take pictures. Yeah, so this quite. I think this is the most interesting place in the house.
Yeah.
I mean, all kinds of little things everywhere.
You know, used to be a devil in there?
That's over here. This is the Jersey Devil room. They might. I think they moved it. Yeah, that's been moved in. Well, I think they got rid of it. We got something in here now. But you're right. Yeah. So that's now the treasure room. This is the Jersey Devil room over here. This has got the most interesting fireplace.
And the throne is there too, right?
Yep, that's the throne in there. That's the story room there. Yeah. Flashlight that there, everybody. There's a flashlight for what you can see down there.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, this is one of the actual street tunnels.
Oh, wow.
This will go all the way outside.
So you had a number of them.
Yeah. The other ones were fake ones, the smaller ones, to try and fool people so they wouldn't think to come up
Right.
here. Because he could lock this gate, you know, so.
So he had a gate on it like this?
Yeah. And each of these gates have a different locking mechanism. He was just rather interesting. A little paranoid if you ask me.
Yeah.
This room's got all kinds of
Well, you're trying to identify what that
Yes.
was.
And that's kind of how the place was built. You know, the same way he built it, you know? I mean, you gotta check out the fire station in the room. That's one of the fascinating, especially this hall.
I noticed you're coming in.
Yes, there we go.
I love the glass.
Ready? Yeah, we're going to head up in a second. Okay. Here a minute. All right, folks, if you're all ready, we can start heading upstairs to the main room. Again, wash your head. This is off the low ceiling here. And just take your time walking up the ramp. You can see whatever else you can find interesting on the wall.
Yeah, I saw it on the way down.
All right, folks, we're going to go off the hallway here.
I'm sorry. No, it's didn't mean to. No, it's just get out of here. Okay. Everybody's just like looking around, not looking at. I know. Not watching the other.
First one, you need to go doesn't need to like the other. Here's an old dial from a rotary phone.
Look, it says the light from the other side.
This goes to the stairs down and then up to the second story, which hasn't been finished yet. So this here is George's kitchen. The stove and such are replicas, but the stove is a replica kind of stove that he would have had back then. And the washing machine back there, unfortunately, that is electric motor. The one he had was hand cranked. There's the water barrel there with the pump and his sink, and an actual ice box over there. The tongs on top will be used to put an actual block of ice in there to keep the food cold. And on top is the milk box that you would sit on your front porch, where the milkman would pick up the empties and drop off fresh milk every day. I remember that as a little kid. Yeah, when the milkman used to come. So let's go on into here. This is the main room. Thank you.
Put the original picture.
That's that window. You saw from down there, right here. Yeah, because I'm here for the again.
This is the main room of the house here. You know, George would entertain here. Big fireplace, his record player. This at one time was the entrance, the only entrance upstairs. It was a pull downstairs. And being the paranoid person that George was, the bed was over top of the stairs. So when he pulled the stairs down, the bed would lift up. So that way if anyone tried breaking in while he was upstairs asleep, the bed would lift off the floor and wake him up. So he was quite the character. And like I said, he used to charge admission for the tours anywhere, depending upon the year, from 10 cents to 25 cents to tour the house. The palace was opened back in 1932 for tours, but it was never finished. And the reason we got to find out how the palace actually looked was George got himself back in trouble with the FBI. See, he claimed to have seen a little kid who was kidnapped. He actually didn't, but thought the publicity would be good for the palace. So, because the tours were starting to slow down. What he didn't know was that the FBI would stake out the palace to see if he was telling the truth. And then they took all kinds of photographs, which Kevin was able to retrieve and be able to rebuild the palace from those photographs. At the age of 99, George was arrested for lying to the FBI, spent 1 year in jail, and then due to his failing health, was taken to a nursing home where he died 4 years later at the age of 104. Let's go on here. This is the last room here on the door. This is the workshop. So these tools here are kind of representative of the tools that he would have used back in the years that he's had this house, back up into the 50s. So this is where he would do work around the property. George basically built this from whatever materials he could find or he could get given to him. And it's a testament to the man, the fact that he built this property by himself. So, and it's taken a small team of people to rebuild this over the last 20 years. Like I said, the first 3 years, every time the walls went up, vandals knocked them down. So, but a lot of the brickwork in here was taken from the leadway when it collapsed. And then other people donated bricks. One of the guys in the tour said he actually donated bricks to the work. And there's still more to go on, like they have a whole nother second story to add on over top of the ticket booth where we came in by the turtle door. That's where he had his ham radio tower and everything. So eventually all that will be put back. They're hoping next 3 years or so that this will be complete. So well, I hope everyone enjoyed their tour. Thanks for coming. Thank you. I believe they're doing, oh, you're welcome. I believe they'll be having it open periodically. Just keep an eye on the Facebook page for information. Supposedly there's plans in place to have Halloween tours here, where people such as myself may be able to scare the crap out of you. So if you feel like it's so inclined, come on by.
We were here a number of years ago for that.
Oh, okay.
Had a sporting proposal.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'll take pictures of it. Oh, how do I help you in the basement? We're upstairs.
Sorry, I wanted to.
They got a tour right behind us.